Needed some more damage with this Slark Doom cores. You're not really bursting anyone down. Pugna gives you at least some additional kill threat.
Yeah, they definitely needed like a very mid-game sort of hero, which is where like those Quaps, Linas, those sort of heroes would fit in. Pugna has that special benefact of being able to counter a lot of intelligence heroes with his ward, but other than that, I don't feel like super great about this pickup. Just because I don't know how well they can protect the Pugna. And now it's going to get a whole lot harder when a Naga Siren strolls up to a team fight. Plus, now I don't think they have... Like, this Gambit lineup does not have a whole lot of lane shove, and that's a problem specifically against, like, Naga Siren split push lineups, right? Where you struggle to be able to push the lane outs and get enough map control that you can group up.
Yeah, they banned the PL against the Slark. I feel like Naga is... We've not been seeing much of it, but it's kind of just like a slightly lower tier than the PL, but does a very similar thing. But does one thing much better, which is the lane shove. And, yeah, I don't... This feels like a really tough game for Gambit to address this Naga Siren.
So we've established NIGMA won.
I mean, I would say we didn't expect it, but hey, you know, they did it in Game 2 last series. They're doing it in Game 2 here. So, well, let's sort of sit back and watch and see how it all pans out for NIGMA. As indeed, Kuro is going to be here on the top lane trying to farm away, and we'll be backed up by the support of Miracle and GH. Set up with the Fisher into the stun. A bit of harassment here onto Dream as Dream will try his best to run. They're going to chase this. He has got the level 1 pounce.
That's not what you want to have. Level 1 pounce.
No.
While the enemy is tri-laning you. Also good body blocks, some harassment on FNG's Enchantress. If they decide to keep this tri-lane, position 4 hero from Gambit needs to rotate top.
Yeah, it's going to be far too hard for Dream really to get anything done against these three. Especially said with the pounce, sure he can keep himself safe, but he's never really going to get the chance to get in close to the heroes and try and go for the creeps themselves. As they're diving in, they've got the stuns. Do they have quite the burst to bring FNG down? They do. First blood goes to Kuro. He is the carry now. So we'll get that bonus goal to start things off in this lane, off to a great.
So once he starts using that Whirling Death to secure the creeps, if he gets the creepified, he's still gonna catch up. There's no way you kill Timbersaw in this lane. Once he gets level 3, level 5, harassment is pretty much not gonna do anything Fisher block.
See again if they can find the follow-up stun. This time FNG's able to juke it, but he's still getting brought down incredibly low. Jump forward here as GH moves in. Another kill for NIGMA with this tri-lane. XS Vampire's now finally come across to try and do something in return, but still it's hard to fight into these heroes now that they've got this sort of early power peak. As they're looking for Dream. Dream does hit the level 3. GH trying to block him off. He'll be able to pounce away in time. Vampire also rolling in, but now Vampire, he's put himself in an awkward position. GH, Fisher entirely off the mark. Maybe just an attempt to block it, but it won't even be successful at that. It was maybe just with the player from the cookie. Miracle, he fuels GH, sends him forward. It doesn't matter that the Fisher didn't connect, as XS Vampire will still die.
For a second, I thought that was Aghanim Scepter on Earthshaker already
He's
done.
Like little jumps, it's like, hang on, what's going on? But no, it's Miracle trade with him much more successfully and contest CS much easier.
His armor is extremely low at the early levels, and he will get the farm. It's a solo lane Doom, which means the Marigold will start kicking in. I'm afraid that he can't make enough moves. This Earth Spirit will need to do a lot. Like his catch potential from that roll, they're gonna rely on that so much.
Well,
oh, courier train.
Oh, he's gonna get the lessons as well. Kuro didn't get the memo. All right, XS Vampire taking a bit of a page out. Kuro's farm still he's not doing great for the kills that they've found. Kuro's having trouble hitting the CS. As I see maybe them turn back towards action. FNG and Vampire trying to go in onto Miracle, but straight away with the Fisher, the stuns, it's just too much. It's so hard for Gambit to fight into this. Anytime they step forward, the hero just gets immediately punished. Both Vampire and Dream, they can't really turn up because they're these two melee heroes. If they get in, they're dead for sure. And even turning into a game win. As up top, an attempt with the roll-in. GH is able to juke it. Quick cookie forward, able to turn with a 3-man Fisher. As Vampire won't be able to have any further lockdown to chase them. Gambit just can't get in for the kills, even with this haste rune. FN's trying to chase on forward, but they don't have any follow-up. XS Vampire already using the roll forward, doesn't want to dive any further towards the towers. This is a movement where FN gets nothing, and we are going to have a bit of time to start putting some pressure onto the Tier 1 mid with FN leaving for the moment.
That's not how you want to gank. There was the Observer Ward behind Tier 1 tower on the top lane also. he was just healing the creep instead of draining V's life.
Oh, there's the cookie forward. They're going to have the backup to get the kill. Miracle comes across to help out Weeha. And the cookie action from Miracle, he sure knows how to bake them. He's making so much happen. From that top lane, tri-lane, with cookie action to moving to mid, he's getting the kill.
Level 7 casual, no points in Doom yet.
He may be in trouble here.
The last time I saw that was K1 was playing carry Doom.
As Shashlo is going to run. He's speedy with the phase and the scorched earth. If they have anything else to catch him, Miracle. He's looking for the cast. He's going to have to slow in a second. Will clip him. Is it enough? The Fisher will be up in a second. Out it goes. Buying time for Mind Control to get in. He needs sort of a pocket proc on the passive if he wants to find this. Another cookie. Oh, it's
very nice dodge.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These cookies, even when they don't... This decent start on the left, still the farm he's struggling with. They're seeing, even on the top lane, the press they're putting, the Dream Slark is ahead of Kuro's Leshrac. Towards mid. Turning towards FNG, we are going to cut across and start to force FM back. FNG needs backup. XS Vampire's going to come in with the combo. Looks towards Miracle. They'll be able to turn and take him. Finally, getting the Snapfire off the map. It will cost FNG his life. But they do put an end to the reign that Snapfire was having up and down.
Doom
That they were having up top, it hasn't knocked this Slark off his game.
It's hard to kill Slark right now. Okay, there it is.
This works just as good as a kill down bottom. The movement's made. They'll get the pick off. Dream, he's going to be focused. Does manage to duke out the stun, and he's healing up with the Shadow Dance, but they have the AoE. The Leshrac, just such a strong hero against the Slark, being able to reliably do damage through that ultimate.
Well, he overextended. Like, you should just be able to pounce away from their combo. Use those career kills, of course.
And it's just sort of the question for NIGMA in this lineup. When they do this sort of role switch up, sure, mechanically they're going to have the abilities to make plays. What can they sort of lead that into? Mid lane they will make that movement. They'll be able to get in on top of FN, see if they can get Vampire as well, and lay down the Magnetize. They're going to dive on forward. We are connect with the Timber Chain and a Chakram. The rotation comes in, Enigma, they'll clean up kills, and they'll also take this tier 1 tower nice and early here. 11 minutes in, it's gone.
Yeah. If Ice Frog is watching this from his office in Seattle, I hope he buffs Timbersaw a bit.
In a grand place. It's just a question of what sort of item timing they're going to look to really make plays happening. As last game as well, we saw them farm well, but it never came together in time before Enigma was able to close down the game.
Pure damage, extremely efficient against Timbersaw, and Enchantress does not care about the armor.
Let's see if they can try and kill him off return. He's able to break the drain here with the Timber Chain. They do also have Shashlo moving in for the side. He's going to go for the TP, but look who's there waiting for him. Shashlo in the perfect place. As we are felt he was safe enough to Timber and TP out. Was not the case. Gambit with a big kill here. Weeha.
But if he gets that Diffusal Blades, Enigma's saying, yeah, we want to take this fight, and he just bought two blades.
Yeah, he's going in on it. And talking about going in, Vampire is trying to go on to Mind Control. Mind Control has got the song available if he feels threatened. And he won't be feeling threatened at all, as he's got the TP backup from Kuro. GH there in. He's surrounded. He's stuck. FNG cannot escape with the Fisher from GH holding him into the cliff edge. As they do.
And Mind Control. Like, if you're asking yourself who's the real carry here, I don't have an answer, but definitely Mind Control has a very good early game.
Mid, they're chasing. Ounce will be there. The four of them doing a good job. Miracle trying to save Weeha with the cookie. But they got it, Gambit. Sort of a second time now where Weeha's shown himself mid, and Gambit, they are using the abilities they have right now. They're
so close to Blink Dagger. 300 gold away. Oh, a little bit of a misused stun.
Oh, Doom's down on Kuro. It will be bounced away by the cookie. Can Gambit get in any deeper to continue to chase? Vampire goes forward, gets the Magnetize down onto the three of them. That's going to do a lot to Kuro. Kuro's got to split back with a song. Oh, it couldn't be better. Whoa! In slams there. Mind Control with the perfect song setup. It enables them to kill 4. They're going to kill 5. Vampire stun up in the tree. And Mind Control, a beautiful song. One of the best songs we've seen as Gambit, they just group up, and it's almost as if they forgot that the song would be there ready to do that.
Sign up for Eurovision, because this song was one of the best ones I've seen lately for sure. And they already used the Doom, they used the silence on Earth Spirit, nothing he could do about it. It looked like it's going to be a disaster, but it's all it takes. One good song, even without the Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, they turn things around.
Yeah. And these sort of couldn't be any better. As down bottom lane, they're able to take the creep wave before TP's coming back towards the river. Dream finds Miracle alone. Turn over towards Weeha. They do end up killing off XS Vampire down on that bottom lane.
Good Fisher to block them off. That Doom is just going to be used for nothing.
Let's see what they can do about Weeha here. Definitely one of the trickier ones to go on. Shashlo, he's in though, and I say that, they make quick work of him. It's been a third time now where Weeha, they do have a considerable amount of magic damage to take this Timbersaw down in seconds. You definitely have to be careful if you're Nigma about fighting around Gambit's lineup. Mind Control is back to finding space. He's 3-0-3 at the moment, and he's pushing in top mid lane. They're getting in aggressive, going again, slamming them down, putting a stop to it all. Gambit, they try and get in, and aggressive. Kuro's going to tick down pretty low.
Oh, he's attacked Kuro.
Deny him. Miracle takes him out. As
a lot of pings coming on him.
Yeah, I mean, this is 2 times in mid where Gambit have just pushed a little too far. They've got to be careful. Sure, the goals are that difference, but you've got to imagine the experience is really starting to add up for Nigma.
Problem
with these
is,
fights.
you have 3 melee heroes who need to get close against the Earthshaker Timbersaw. It's the perfect game. Miracle, 2 and 13 on this hero.
I mean, Dream, he's just trying to run into the 4 of them. He's kind of crazy. What's he doing?
That's what we call feeding, I guess.
I mean, yeah, textbook. That was not a great idea, and you can see it from a mile off. I mean, Gambit, I think sort of those plays in mid, Nigma just have shattered them, and now they're just looking completely lost.
Play stupid games, Owen, win stupid prizes.
Yeah. Oh dear, Gambit. A mistake too many, perhaps, as they've got to tighten it up. Now, with that, Nigma, they'll step away from Roche. The 3 heroes down. They know how fast they can push with the Lesh. They'll just go back to taking away more.
Real motivation. It feels like Doom is used, and that's all. Let's run onto them.
See what they can get is Shashlo. He's into the trees. What does he want to drop the Doom on? He's holding onto it for now. Doesn't want to drop it immediately onto GH. Will be set up by the Yules. They've got the combo. Slam's going to be out. GH will manage to get it. There's the BKB. Shashlo putting the Doom down onto a full HP Weeha. So Weeha will be fine. He just won't be able to use any abilities for now. FNG's turned upon. They've lost 1-for-1 here at the moment as both supports will fall. But Nigma, they're ready to keep this fight going. The Doom, it's about to end. Snapfire cookie forward as Timbersaw bounces onto Shashlo's Doom. It's 2 dead on them. FN, he's separated. The song setup's there, buying time for Kuro to head over and help Mind Control kill off the Pugner. As here they have it. FN, he cannot run. Sorry, it wasn't Kuro, it's just Miracle. Everybody else comes over to see the death of FN once more. It is getting bloody right now. 26-8. Gambit, they just haven't been able to find any sort of play going their way.
Such a tough Doom game to start with. You do not have a clear target. If you don't Doom Naga Siren, she's just going to use ulti and you will run away. Mind Control without mana at the moment.
And again, the stuns. It's too much for Dream to deal with. Vampire rolls in. He is almost certainly going to fall. No way out.
It's a nightmare for Dream.
It's looking a little bit hopeless now for Gambit. I don't know how they can swing this one back in. It's, 8K not necessarily the scariest of disadvantage to be at, but it's just the draft, the lineup. What can it do against these heroes when it's behind? Nigma, they're going up to the high ground, fighting around the tier 3s. It'll be okay here as he's got enough regen, having the pipe. He's far too tanky. And this whole game, Mind Control, he's just been allowed to free farm. 13,000 net worth at the moment at 23 minutes in. And Shashlo, he's popped the BKB, but it's just a BKB, a walk in, a hello, and a goodbye. It's what can they do inside the base? Losing heroes, unable to push Nigma back. They'll take this tier 3 tower, Nigma.
Time to back off. Or is it?
I mean,
it was just Kuro with Boots of Travel keeping sorry, with the TP scroll tipping back, has Boots of Travel to come back into a team fight. Also, V causing a lot of issues. Echo.
GH is in. Slams there, as well as the fish of the Snapfire ult. Mortimer's Kiss is raining down from above. They will be able to split, get away. The combo this time won't kill them. So that is a couple of ults down from NIGMA. Doesn't get the job done. Onto Gambit. In the trees, though, they've found Excess Vampire out and alone outside of the base. No chance for him to escape. Greaves done on Miracles. Gambit. They've got the sustain to keep themselves here. Maybe.
Mark once again.
They'll get him once.
That's a lot of damage.
Let's see what they can find off the back of that first kill. Can they get more? GH throwing the Fisher out. The Doom has been dropped onto Weehaw. Weeha's going to need assistance. He's stuck inside of the base here. Kuro outside goes for the Yule's combo onto FN, but won't be able to execute it. They do lose Weehaw. The Doom's successful this time. With him as deep as he was, NIGMA could not get him out. Now Gambit, it's their time to strike. They've got to hit back hard. They'll look towards Miracle. The rest of NIGMA get themselves away. Miracle goes for the TP out, but Vampire cancels the TP. A double kill. Finally push back NIGMA.
But on the top lane, meanwhile, Naga Siren almost took the full melee Raxus that connects. Vampire, we talked about how he needs to be more active, redeem himself for a bad game in game
unnecessarily, and then the turnaround has come into play. Gambit, there's still a glimmer of hope for them.
There is, but this Slark needs to be more careful. Also, what NIGMA needs to do is kill that Pagna's ward. It dismantled Lashrak in the previous fight.
Outside the base once more. That's GH. He's there waiting for an opportunity to jump in if Gambit do overcommit onto Weehaw. I'll present the Timber at the front. GH, he's just got to wait for the counterplay. No need to reveal himself until that is required. FNG starting to harass Weehaw a bit with the impetus. The Greaves are out. GH does step forward.
Oh, Siege. Melee Raxus are gone.
It's down. NIGMA, they get what they came for on this top lane. We'll see if they want to reposition elsewhere and try to repeat the play on the mid as they do swing around. Winning fights without investing fully in these items. They've gone fully in with these purchases, trying to do something on this bottom. They've got to somehow get Weehaw away as he is slowly tickling down the tower. Shashlo is able to get in and find the Doom onto the Naga Siren, but he's already separated. He's able to get away. FN committing with a BKB. GH and Weehaw trying to sneak away in the trees. Weehaw turns with the Chakram. Jump forward.
That's a
GH,
big kill.
He's getting life drain down low. They'll kill off the Shaker. Now they've got to look for more. Shashlo and Dream continuing to commit in the trees. Roll forward. They found Kuro. They've silenced him up. He's using up the Earthspread in response. The Mortimer's Kisses are coming down. Dream, he's trying to fight on into the three of them. Pots the BKB and the Shadow Dance, but he has to run. Excess Vampire's down for a minute. No buyback. Shashlo, he'll pop the BKB, but the four members of NIGMA will continue to chase him down. He's got decent movement speed, but the BKB ends. He's netted up. He'll fall. He does have buyback himself, but that was Gambit's attempt to fight with these newly picked up BKBs, and it didn't do enough. They kill the Shaker, but they get nothing else, and they lose two of their own. When
you see your Slark with BKB and ulti running away, you know it's time to write something in the old chat.
It doesn't feel great when you see that item and ability active at the same time. It's not been the way you want to take the fight. These bottom racks, Gambit, they're just going to have to watch them go.
Miracle did a good job in the previous fight. He got rid of that ward from Pagna with his third ability. Just insta-kills it.
And there we go. Bottom racks taken. NIGMA, they know that they can start to just threaten the tier 4 towers. It's been very hard for Gambit to push them off any of the barracks. Pushing them off the tier 4s is going to be just as impossible as it seems. Dream forced to pop the Shadow Dance. GH is in with the Echo Slam. They have the control through the Shadow Dance. Dream, he'll pop the BKB, but he's dead and gone. 70 seconds, no buyback. Vampire tries to roll away, but Kuro gets in, blocks him off. Vampire will fall as NIGMA, they pretty much have just done it here. GG is indeed called as NIGMA will take game 2. The series is theirs 2-0 as they knock Gambit down and out. And they did it. They proved something to the critics. I don't know quite what, but they made these role swaps once again. This time, it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
Mind controls Naga Siren. It was flawless. He played this game as if he's been playing carry his whole life.
0 deaths on Naga Siren. I feel like NIGMA did not give opportunity to Gambit.